guys, so I haven't vlogged in a while, but I did do some vlogging while on my trip to New York with Fresh. So by now I think most of you guys know that I am a Fresh Sugar Lip Lover Ambassador for 2017, which means I get to learn about the newest Fresh Sugar lip collection products that are launching. I actually already learned about them, and then I get to share them with you as they launch throughout the year. So part of that was that they flew me out to New York so that I could meet the founders and meet the whole Fresh team and really get immersed and learn about the brand and learn about the ingredients and the products, which is kind of my favorite thing. So on February 21st, we woke up at 4 a.m. and was picked up and taken to LAX to fly off to New York to do the whole Fresh Lip Lover Summit. And it was kind of cool to just be sitting in the airport so early where you're kind of like in that I'm sort of awake but not fully yet, and know that I am going on this amazing trip to learn about a brand that I have loved since 2005, before I even really had a YouTube account, before I even watched YouTube videos, because I was on the hunt for a clean alternative to chapstick and my beloved Bonnie Bell lip balms. So I did a whole blog post about why I stopped using petroleum-based lip balms a while back on my blog, and I'll have that blog post linked in the description box in case you want to read about it. So that's how I discovered Fresh, and at the time all I was looking for was their lip product, and it's just so crazy and so surreal and also kind of bittersweet because if you guys don't know, on February 4th I lost my mom after like pretty much 2 months of in and out of the hospital and dealing with her being sick. She had a stroke about a year ago and recovered tremendously from it, but then on Christmas Eve it just all kind of went downhill this past Christmas Eve. So you know, it's kind of cool that I got to tell her that I was gonna do this lip lover ambassador thing with Fresh. I'm not sure if she quite understood what I was telling her because I wasn't able to show her a final product yet, but the whole time during the trip I just was thinking about her, and I'm really happy that I got to do it. I'm really blessed I get to do what I love and share it with you guys. So I decided I was going to sit down here and kind of talk to you guys about it while showing you the footage, because I realized through my excitement I didn't do a lot of talking to the camera, but I did a lot of like showing. So that's why you're seeing me 2 weeks later sitting here trying to explain to you what all this footage is. We landed on Friday, and like mid-afternoon they had a car pick us up and take us to our hotel, which was, we stayed at the Edition right at like near Madison Square Park, which, crazy enough, when I first lived in New York for a summer program, I was taking classes right next to this park, and at the time one of my teachers was like, hey, you gotta visit Shake Shack and have a cheeseburger and a shake. And it was literally a shack in the park that had to close down in the wintertime if it got too cold. But now like Shake Shack is everywhere. They have multiple locations in Manhattan, and this shack is no longer a shack but like an actual stable building. So it was really cool to see it like years later grow as much as like I've grown as a human being. It's just crazy to see that, and New York is just such a magical place. So we stayed at the Edition, beautiful hotel, beautiful, superb service, like the best service I've ever had at a hotel. Excuse the fact I look like a mess, but we just got into the hotel room and look at what they have waiting for me. Oh my gosh. I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna eat it because I'm hungry. Oh, and I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm super excited to try that. This is so cool. Oh, yay. I'm so excited to meet everybody. Look at this floral arrangement. I wish I could take it home. So cute. Our hotel room is so nice. Oh, that looks so nice. I'm like freezing already. We have a little living area. Everybody was really nice when we moved in, when we were like checked in. It was really quick and efficient. Look at this tub. I'm gonna go soak in that right now to get warm. Look at that, succulent. And then is this the toilet? And this is the toilet room. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. So I am gonna freshen up, warm up, and I can't hear out of my left ear. And I will check back in, but I'm so excited to be in New York for Fresh. I don't know if I even said this yet in this vlog, but it's for Fresh. And I'm so, like, I'm just, Okay, so I was gonna wash my hands, and before I open it, I wanted to show you guys, I have this Water Lily soap. I haven't tried this before. So excited about trying their body lotion. I usually use their body oils. And then, of course, my sugar lip therapy, yes. Oh, what's this stuff? Ooh, shower cap, loofah pad, and Q-tips, and sugar lip polish. Everything I need for the night. So after I freshened up, my friend Sarah actually was in town for work as well, and we met up with her to have dinner, and we went to Park Avenue Winter. So every season it changes, and it's a seasonal menu, and it's a French-based menu. Amazing, amazing food. It was like the best food I've ever had, and I have the opportunity to eat some really great food. So I had the duck, and Sarah had the salmon, and Hubs had short ribs, I want to say, or some sort of pork. Maybe he had the pork chop. And then the dessert was amazing. We had some sort of like tart. Ugh, it was just so good, so good. And then I crashed because the next morning we were off. Good morning, guys. Today is February 22nd.
22!
Wednesday, and I'm up bright and early for me, especially since I'm on West Coast time, and I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't get back to sleep. I was all excited because I went to bed at like 10:30, and then I woke up at 1 a.m. and couldn't sleep for like 3 hours. But that being said, I'm so excited. I'm getting my first ever facial from Fresh, and we are headed to, or I'm headed to, Hubs is making me late because he has to iron his shirt. Headed to the Georgia Louis Atelier salon, spa, and I'm gonna get a Fresh facial from Fresh. So yeah, I didn't bother wearing any makeup. I did my brows though, because I didn't want to scare anything. I just had an amazing facial using all Fresh products, and my skin is super radiant and glowy right now. Like, look at that, so pretty. So I'm about to head down to the lobby to meet the Fresh PR team and the other ladies, because we're going to have wine tasting and then dinner at Dirty French. So I'm very excited. I'm wearing a Maj dress. That night we met everybody else. So there's 5 ambassadors total, and we met everybody. We met the team. They took us to a champagne tasting at Moet Hennessy, and during the champagne tasting we met the founders, Alina and Lev, and they shared with us some incredible stories, one of which is that one of the champagnes we were actually tasting was a vintage from the year that Alina won the Grand Dame award in France, which is given to a female entrepreneur. So her telling the story and being so modest about it and so gracious about being a part of this amazing legacy was just crazy. And I was like, I was in the presence of a Grand Dame, I was in the presence of tasting some amazing champagne and being educated and taught about the flavors and how champagne is made, which makes me appreciate it even more. I love champagne, but to learn about how it's made and the quality and the skill and just so much passion and knowledge and care and craftsmanship that goes into each bottle is unbelievable. And of course, we got to end the champagne tasting with the fact that there is a champagne vending machine in this headquarters. So I got to do the champagne vending machine. And then we were whisked off to dinner at Dirty French. We got these cute little place cards with our names on it and these little cute pins. I still have to figure out where I'm gonna put the pin. And we had just a really nice conversation over dinner, learning about each other, and also learning about the Citron de Vie fragrance that Fresh now has was actually Alina's signature fragrance for 2 years because it reminded her of her experience in France when she was one of the Grande Dame award recipients. And Lev actually created this fragrance for her from her description of her experience. So we got to take home these fragrances after the night. I came back to the hotel room and we had this beautiful delivery of the soap, the candle, and the fragrance itself, and then a rosé lip tint. So Sugar Fresh lip treatment in rosé, because rosé, the story of how the first ever tinted lip treatment came was about this rosé. Alina was sitting at dinner and was like, if I'm gonna do a tint, I want it to be this really like wearable, looks good on everybody tint. And so they mixed a little bit of I want to say it was Grand Marie or something. I'm probably totally ruining this story, but with champagne, and she's like, that's it, rosé. So they have that shade. So everything that was delivered to my hotel room was from stories that we learned about during our evening getting to know each other. And then the next day was all about brand immersion. So I walked over to the Fresh headquarters and we were told about the story of how Fresh became a brand, and learning and hearing from Alina and Lev, you just realize the first thing about this brand is it's full of passion and belief of a dream and a dedication to making this dream come true, and of quality over everything. And they have so much passion and so much care and so much love in this brand, and everybody involved loves the brand, loves each other, and it's truly a loving and caring brand, which takes me back to when I first discovered Fresh and realized, yeah, that I bought this product because I was in search of something that wasn't readily available on the market just yet and people didn't know much about. But I felt the love through the packaging, I felt the love through the ingredients, I felt the love through everything I've ever tried from Fresh, and learning more about them made me realize that it does translate. Your passion and your love can translate through miles and distance, and just it's so wonderful. And I feel so honored for them to have taken the time to really share themselves with us and with me. Like, it was amazing. So we learned about the brand, the company. We then were given access to the upcoming launches for the year, which I can't really show much about. And then we had lunch, and after lunch we got to have a shopping spree at the Fresh flagship store in Union Square, and I purchased a bunch of fun Fresh goodies to take home. I'm so excited to try out some of the stuff, and one of the things is this cream. This cream is like, I didn't purchase it, but you know, hearing how this one cream is being made by monks, because it's such a volatile ingredient that has to be hand mixed. And so Lev was like, we'll have the monks do it. And everything that they do is of such quality for that product to be the way it should be. And that's why it's at a premium price. You're not necessarily, they're not charging you just to charge you. They're charging you because it costs that to make it. So when you hear about how a product is made, it's almost amazing that they can get the price down to what it is. And same with champagne, learning about champagne and how many hands have to touch it, how much thought has to go into it, and then for something to become a vintage, like, it's really being a fortune teller in a way. And you know, when you look at a bottle of champagne and be like, oh, wow, that's expensive. No, it really isn't when you think about what went into that product. And you're paying for the craftsmanship and the knowledge and the passion and the time it took someone to make that product. So it was just an incredible, incredible experience. And I got to shop and experience the store, and it was just really nice to be around everybody. And then we wound up going back into the day, going back to the headquarters and making an inspiration board for my own signature shade that Alina's gonna mix up for us. And I wanted something that was truly red. I wanted something that reminded me of my mom. I wanted something that was very classic to me, which is a bold red lip. Obviously, with it being a lip treatment, we can only make it so pigmented because of the soft waxes before it becomes a lipstick, and I don't want that. I want a lip treatment that matches my lip color and accentuates it. So Alina and I talked about it, and I made an inspo board, and she helped me a lot, so I can't wait to see the final product. And then finally, it was my turn to shoot a little photo session and video session talking about why I love Fresh, and I can't wait to share that with you guys when it's ready. Pretty much that was my trip with Fresh, and then Hubs and I decided to stay an extra 2 days to get some meetings in while we were on the East Coast, and also to take a day off and kind of enjoy the city ourselves. So we moved over to the Roger, which has kind of become our home away from home when we're in New York. So I have literally not vlogged at all, like speaking to you guys through this vlog journey, but we switched hotels. We were at the Edition New York because that's where Fresh had put me up, and then we're switching back to one of our favorite hotels. This is the Roger on Madison Avenue, and we stayed here the last time we were in New York, literally the last time, and we loved it so much. So we're back here again, and we have a different room. Super cute though, and I love this little sitting area. So I'm gonna show you guys this little velvet couch, like totally Instagram worthy. This beautiful bed. They welcomed me with some wine, a card, and these little snacks. That is calling my name. I'm gonna eat that. Oh, I forgot the cookies at the other hotel. But this is super cute. We'll probably open that in a little bit. I want to show you guys the bathroom. So cute. I love the marble. This is where I shot one of my mask photos last time I was in New York because it's such a cute little background. There I am. I'm exhausted. We had meetings all day today, or like stop-bys, drop-bys of stuff, and it's only like 7, but I want to take a shower and pass out. We went to Shake Shack for dinner because the Edition is like literally around the corner from Shake Shack at Madison Square Park, which, funny enough, when I used to live here, the first summer I lived here, that was the Shake Shack that I went to because it was the only one at the time. And it was literally a shack. Like, it's still a shack, but they've made major upgrades, and the weather was so beautiful today, so it was just kind of cool to like sit there eating my Shake Shack burger and being like, so much has changed but so much hasn't changed. And also, like, I was such a different person when I was out here, but I learned so much by living here and studying here. And coming back like as a full adult, like I was an adult at that point, but now I'm like an adult.
You're official.
I'm officially an adult. I've been an adult for like over a decade. So it's just, it's so cool to like kind of like walk through the neighborhoods I used to walk through, see how they've changed, see how they've been gentrified, and also have a lot of like good memories and bad memories, but like the bad memories made me who I am today, so it's kind of just really cool. And we ran into a viewer today. It was really random. I was literally in front of her house and she came out and I was all like, Serein? Like, yeah. And she's like, what are you doing here? So it's just really cool to like, it's been a really amazing trip. But yeah, we're gonna enjoy tomorrow and then we leave on Sunday. Friday morning we did a ton of meetings. I think we had 5 or 6 meetings through the whole day, and I came home and crashed at 8:30 and didn't wake up till like late in the afternoon the next day. And then we woke up, we did a little shopping, and then Sunday we walked around a little bit, did some work at the hotel, and flew back home. So that was my trip with Fresh, and I hope you guys enjoyed kind of coming along with me. And if you like this type of vlog style, let me know. I'll try and do more when I travel, but for this channel, I'm trying to do more lifestyle videos. So organizing, home, cooking, grocery shopping, and of course, unboxing videos. So I hope to see you guys back here, and don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.